Hi friends, after a very long time, I again came back to you with a very important long question, that is Kirchhoff's law. This is very important for you as I am talking to you that it will asked, it is guaranteed be asked in your physics examination. So listen it carefully. First we have to read the question. What is the question? The question is that state and explain Kirchhoff's law. We have to state and also explain Kirchhoff's law. Apply them. This Kirchhoff's law applied to the condition of balance in case of Wheatstone bridge. Okay. In case of Wheatstone bridge, then find the unknown resistance. Okay. See, this is asked in 1995, 97, 99, 201, 2, 2, 6, 8, 10. Okay, as it is not asked in 2020, so it is surely asked in 2021. Okay, or this this is a problem given to us. Okay, that three rows of electric cells are connected to in parallel, in which each row contains four cells of 1.5 volt, and each has internal resistance of 3 ohm. What external resistance should be connected with the terminal of the combination for having a current of 500 milliampere flowing through it? Okay, so first we have to determine the long question. So this is the statement of Kirchhoff's law. What is the statement? It states that the algebraic sum of current meeting at a point in an electric circuit is zero. Okay, at a particular point, the algebraic sum of electric current, okay, meeting at a point will be zero. Okay, this is given to us as it is the statement of Kirchhoff's law. So what is the explanation? That means summation of I, that is current, is equal to 0. Okay, can you understand it? Next, then explanation. What is the explanation of Kirchhoff's law? We have to consider 5 currents, that is I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. Okay, these are the 5 conductors through which these current are flowing: I1, I2, I3 and I4 and also I5 through junction point O. There is a junction point O. Okay, that means that is a meeting point. So we have to see the figure. What is the figure? Here 5 conductors are present. Okay, this is I1 current, I2 current, I3 current, and these are the I4, I5 and I4 current, and their junction point is O. Okay, taking current flowing towards junction as positive and towards away from junction as negative. Okay, here we have to remember that the current which were flowing towards the junction, they are considered to be positive. Okay, the current which are flowing towards the junction, they are considered to be positive, and the junction which were flowing away from the junction, they are considered to be negative. Okay, so here these are positive and these are negative. Okay, now so we can write I1 plus I2 plus I3, these are positive, and minus I4 minus I5 is equal to 0. Okay, can you understand it? I hope you're getting this. Okay, then we can write also that implies I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to I4 plus I5. This is the condition of our. Okay, hence Hence this is the junction point. So hence we can write the net current at junction O is 0. It obeys the principle of conservation of charge. Okay? It obeys the principle of conservation of charge. The next, so Kirchhoff, it is Kirchhoff's first law. It is Kirchhoff's first law. Then we have to state the Kirchhoff's second law. What is the second law states that in a closed electrical network, the sum of EMF is equal to EMF, that means potential, okay, equal to the sum of product of resistance. Product, that means summation of V or E, summation of E is equal to summation of I into R. This is, we have to prove this. How we can prove this? First you have to remember the statements carefully, okay? That too you have to state it. EMF is equal to sum of the product of resistances and current flowing through them, okay? Or we can also write easily that the algebraic sum of all the potential drops and EMF along any closed path in a network is 0, okay? So here mathematical condition is that summation of I into R, that is current into resistance, is equal to summation of EMF. If there is no EMF in the circuit, if there is no EMF, that means EMF is not present there. No EMF is there, then summation of E is equal to 0. So summation of IR is equal to 0. Okay, can you understand this? Now see the figure. What is the figure? Here these are the closed surface A, B, C, D, F, G. Okay, again A. This is the closed surface, and J is connect to the battery which has EMF E1, E2 and E3. Okay, so consider in this loop ABCG. This is a closed surface. So here I1 R1, this is towards this, the direction of current is towards this. So I1 R1 plus I2 R2. See देखो कौन होची एठी जदि डायरेक्शन सेम थिबो एठी डायरेक्शन सेम अछि करंट रो सॉरी ए डायरेक्शन सहित ए डायरेक्शन सेम अछि कारण एपटु गला तो डायरेक्शन सेम अछि ना. As the direction is same, then we can write it is positive. Okay, so I1 R1 plus I3 R3, this is the direction is negative towards, as this direction is towards this, towards down, and it is towards right side, so direction is opposite. So then we can write I1 R1 plus I3 R3 minus I2 R2 is equal to 0. Okay, this is your equation 2 we can write. In second loop, what is the loop? C, D, F, G, C. Okay, we have to mention it as it's A and it is C. As it is a closed surface, we have to close it. Okay, so in this surface we have to see what is the condition. Here I4 R4 minus I5 I5. Okay, this direction is towards right, and if we coming towards this direction, if this direction should be towards left, then the direction is same as it is towards right, so is direction opposite. So I for R4 minus I5 R5 minus I3, this is also direction is negative. I3 R3 is equal to 0. We get these condition, these two conditions. Then again see in loop A B D F, A B D F total. Okay, we have to see this. What is given here? I1 R1 plus I4 R4, okay, minus I2 R2 minus I5 R5. Is this given? This is given. So I1 R1 plus I4 R4 minus I5 R5 minus I2 R2 is equal to 0. Again see another loop. What is the loop? A F H J. A F H J in this. Okay. What is given? Given I2 R2 plus I5 R5 is equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3. Okay, this is right. Then in loop JBDH, JBDH, I1 R2 plus I4 R4 is equal to this. Okay. Kirchhoff's second law obey the principle of conservation of energy. This is all about your Kirchhoff's second law. You have to prove this. So now we have to apply this Kirchhoff's law in a Wheatstone bridge. Okay. So let us consider a Wheatstone bridge. Okay. It consists of 4 resistances here. In this Wheatstone bridge, 4 resistances P, Q, R and X are present. Next, connected in 4 arms of a square ABCD. Their present is 4 arms of a square. Next, out of which resistance X is unknown. Here X is unknown. This is unknown to us. Okay, this resistance, as this resistance is R and this resistance is G, we can determine the resistance of this and this. So this is unknown. 3 cells of EMF E1, E2 and E3 are connected in series across a point A and C. Okay, 3 cells of EMF E1, E2 and E3 are connected in series across the point A and C. This is E1, E2 and E3 are connected in this. Now a galvanometer is connected across the BD. Here the BD is diagonal and a galvanometer. This is the galvanometer. This is the symbol of galvanometer. Galvanometer is connected towards the diagonal. Next, these are the condition of, okay, I1 is the current passing through resistor P. Say I1 is passing through P. I2 is passing through R. I3 passing through Q. I4 passing through X. Ig passing through R. Okay, these are the current passing through. I have already told you. And Ig the resistance of galvanometer. Here Ig is the Rg is the resistance of galvanometer. So next see, now applying Kirchhoff's first law to junction B and D. What is the junction BD? Junction BD. in this junction we have to apply Kirchhoff's first law. What is the law? How can I get I1 is equal to I3 plus IG? I1, that means in this loop, okay, consider I1 is equal to opposite direction, sorry, you can see I3, you can see the figure as we can draw this figure, as like that. How can I draw that? This, okay, we can write this is I1, this is I3, and this is IG, okay. So first, applying Kirchhoff's first law, we can write I1 is equal to I3 plus IG, okay. Then come to the second point. This is equation 1, and also I2 plus IG is equal to I4. See the figure, this junction, okay, this junction, we can write this figure like that. This is IG, this is I2, this is I4, okay. So the condition is I2 plus IG is equal to I4, okay. I2 plus IG is equal to I4. This is the second condition. Then next, when bridge is balanced, IG is equal to 0. So putting this, we can get IG 0. So I1 is equal to I3 and I2 is equal to I4. These are equation 3 and 4. Next, now applying Kirchhoff's second law to loop ABD. Okay. How can we write? We can write, this is resistance, this is I. So we can write I1P plus IGRG minus I2R is equal to 0. Okay. So see, is it right or wrong? I1P plus IGRG minus I2R is equal to 0. Okay. You can get this. And putting IG is equal to 0, we get I1P minus I2R is equal to 0. Then I1P is equal to I2R, I1 by I2 is equal to R by P. This is equation 5. Next, again applying Kirchhoff's second law to the loop BCD. This loop. We can write, and this is direction and this is opposite direction. This is same direction, okay. So here I3Q minus I4X minus IGRG is equal to 0. Okay, IGRG is equal to 0. Is it okay? This is written also. Putting IG is equal to 0, we get I3Q minus I4X is equal to 0. This is the second condition. I3q is equal to I4x, I3 by 4 is equal to x by q. So as we know, I1 is equal to I3, I2 is equal to I4. From equation, from which equation we getting this? We get this from equation 3 and 4. Okay, so applying equation 4 and 3 and 4, we get I1 by I2 is equal to x by q. This is equation 6. Now comparing equation 5 and 6. What are the equation 5 and 6? This is 6 and this is 5. That is I1 by I2 is equal to r by p. I1 by I2 is equal to x by r. So we can equating this, we get r by p is equal to x by r. P by r, p by q. This is a formula. We can write p by q is equal to r by x, which is balance condition of Wheatstone bridge. This is the balance condition of Wheatstone bridge. So x, that is unknown resistance. Unknown resistance is equal to q r by p. This is equation, which is where we have to apply Kirchhoff's law, that is first law, current law, second law, EMF law, and we get the unknown resistance of a Wheatstone bridge, and also balance condition, which is your correct expression. Okay, this is all about your Kirchhoff's law and Wheatstone bridge.